to today?
I'm going to Heathrow. Flight's at 7:30. You get me there?
Sure.
All right, bet. Yo, turn this up right here. Stop.
Welcome back, everybody. Mad City LAN. Now we got the match I'm excited for. It's the LAN Godz versus Impact. And the LAN Godz, not lacking confidence by any means.
Definitely not. Coming in strong. It's going to be, I think it's probably going to be one of the best matchups we've seen so far. And definitely one of the most entertaining.
I mean, Impact, we just saw them play just now. And, you know, we saw some signs. You were following the match.
Yeah, I was right out there watching him right behind him.
Yeah, I mean, like El Jacko, hyper aggressive he seems. Rom Secrets seems capable with the AWP.
Right, absolutely.
I think he was getting the better of Ben Boss, the opera of the other team in the last match. Now he has 4 potential operas to battle against.
He probably is not sure himself who to really look for at this point.
Right? Like who's gonna op? I keep asking the LAN Godz or this squad, and all I keep getting from Eminem is just bullshit answers.
Right.
That
Ask him one question. Well, yeah. It's very flat, cut and dry.
Yeah, he's just Negeps is all he keeps saying.
Right.
Apparently they're not happy with their last performance. I just spoke with Zeddy, and they gave up 13 rounds against the previous team they just played against. And he said that is the worst I've ever done against players I haven't heard of.
Yeah, that is just really unfortunate for him to admit that. That to that extreme.
And it's like admittance of playing bad, but also still trashing on his opponents.
Right. He's not letting up.
He didn't say that
That's
to
okay.
them. He said it to me. I just like that. It's too.
Right. But now it's public for all to hear.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why you don't tell me anything.
Secrets out.
So waiting on one final player or two ready up, and then we're going to get into it. You got to favor the LAN Godz in this one by a lot.
Just, pretty much. Pretty much.
I would like to see some trash talk going on, though, because if Impact starts winning,
then that's why they can get inside their heads. They can get inside their heads and really play the mental game.
I do think the LAN Godz are a team that can be frustrated by that because of the egos that are in play. Mm-hmm. You know, like if any of these guys, maybe not Zeddy so much, but I feel anybody else there will just chirp right back.
Yeah, they'll definitely have a rebuttal for that. It will not go unheard in their eyes. So we'll see. We're going to start it up here. We're going to do a knife round, I believe, to kick it off.
Yep, and we are here on Cash. It's the first time I've seen Cash today. It is a map where CT side, I mean, it's a map where I feel it's not that important which side you start on.
Right.
It's just preference, because some teams will start T here.
Right, and some teams do have a stronger side than others, but again, we'll have to see how it plays out for them.
Yeah. I do believe the LAN Godz would pick CT. This is my first time seeing this rendition of their lineup.
The squad.
Yeah. I think it was Zeddy.
Got some early vocals here in the knife round.
Right, 2 knife kills. Oh, God.
And
they have
Impact.
wooed themselves to death.
Impact taking the knife round.
4 on 2. They start celebrating. Celebrate a bit early.
Right.
And how do you lose a 4 on 2 at knives? I guess if you're screaming.
I hope that's not, I hope that's not what we're going to see with the upcoming rounds here.
A sign of things to come.
A little early celebration into their fail.
All right. So Rom Secret's already in it. He seems to be the forefront of the ish talk.
He's got the binds out.
Oh, my God. Look
here
at these
two. Here we go.
two.
Left and right. Click, click, click.
Mad City for a reason.
Oh, yeah.
And we're getting into it. All right. These guys can stop spamming away. And the LAN Godz will be starting on the T side. Apparently, Eminem is trying to lead the crew. And
that's what he told us.
This can be a difficult bunch to lead, to say.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, regardless, he'll try to get the job done. We know he can. We've seen it before.
Yeah.
He can definitely be a good IGL to rope these guys together, and just got to put them in the right spots to do the work.
Pop flash. Peek out. Sezzy, so ready.
Easy kill.
McGrady,
right there.
so free. And that was excellent awareness by Sezzy, and I don't think he's done. Yeah, he's going to bust on in. Some teammates at his back, though. El Jacko responds with one from quad.
That's a great pickup. Now they can kind of play back, play the numbers. 4v4. Nothing was over. They over-rotated a little bit towards the A bomb site, so if they swing that bomb back towards B, they'll be a little out of position. They should take it through the vents.
And Ye's position, he's going to hear everything.
Yep.
2 members rotating. He's going to know this, and that's the call's been made now. The LAN gods have identified the rotation because of how good Ye's spot was, and he stayed silent. I like to see that play out of Ye, who is primarily a hold W kind of guy. And there it is. 2 more frags.
Pickups at the A site.
Yeah.
Rom Secret's taken out as well. Great trade. And Ye is going to be the last lonely man for the CT. It's going to be a 2v1.
Coming up from truck. Says he at the forklift. He doesn't look like he's going to peek. I'd like him to peek a little bit around.
Just a little. Just a little.
And just help, because if they could just bait and switch off of each other. Okay, Jaden takes the shot, says he's turned.
And
Ooh,
he says, "See you
Jaden.
later."
Just one more player. Shot up's in the back of quad. Jaden knows this. He's going to go for the peek out, and he's going to get the clutch. That is so big for Impact to take the first round. And, I mean, it's going to build. This is what I wanted to see.
Yep.
Not because I don't want to see
This is
the LAN
that
gods win.
momentum.
I want to see Impact get hyper confident. The LAN gods will win 1 round and equally hype. It'll be just blasted back.
Here comes the mental game. I don't know if you guys can hear it over there at home, but
I assume.
they're getting loud. They're getting loud.
Yeah.
They're bringing it.
And one thing I gotta come into bring into question is the buying of the LAN gods, because it will get weird, and like everybody just buys on their own volition, it seems,
Right.
and that can screw
And
the
Eminem
money up.
he just needs to kind of take control of them and get his squad in line. It looks like a few deagles here for the LAN gods. See if they can make those work for him.
Yeah, says he looks like he'll stay
Quick
quick.
A, just from a pop flash. El Draco just cleaning it up. Straight sweeper, baby. Get that ace.
Nope.
Taken out by it. 4 will do him. 4 will do it.
4 will do it. It's unfortunate. It's SMG. It's the only SMG that doesn't get you a bunch more money.
Right.
That's why I was sitting behind Jeff Z in the earlier game, and then they win pistol on CT, so they're down like 14-2, and he buys a P90.
Right.
Okay, you're not making any money off of that. You can't bring that into the first rifle round.
Yeah. It's a ballsy play, but if you can make it work, make it work.
Jeff believes in himself.
Yeah. That's self-confidence is important.
Shot up, does spot a glimpse of McGravy. Looking about at mid, there's no real follow-up to that. I mean, Raful is at his back. So Ye's coming up over the top. He wants to take the fight with Raful. Oh, he's going to get caught with the nade out here.
Too late for that flash.
That should be the round. I mean, there are still 2 players at this A bomb site for Impact, though.
Need to step back and hold a crossfire on this position. See, unnecessary peeking like that. He could have fell back, held some angles with Rom Secrets, got a crossfire, and ended it. But he's doing a good job himself, holding it.
What?
He does not need a teammate.
Oh, finally the trade comes through. I thought we were going to see some nasty stuff. As Jaden a bit confused where that fire came from. As Eminem just giving him a look from mid.
Still a winnable round here.
Wow, that flash.
Excellent. Right on the point. He's got a kit.
Repeat of pistol round, perhaps.
Maybe. Switches it out for an AK. Molotov
Incendiary.
in. Gets caught. Molly out.
Yup, CS timing. I thought that was looking like a pistol round, because I think it was Jaden who won it for them on that pistol round too.
I believe so.
So
2-1.
are we gonna see this buy out from Impact? No, they're gonna save 1.
Deagles and 7s. Got a 250 up there. A smoke and a flash. Got only a CZ on M&M for the LAN gods. But he's got the bomb.
And Impact. They got 2 players mid, 2 players at the A bomb site, 1 man towards B, just kind of hanging out. Wondering why I'm talking so. Wondering why I'm talking so quiet. I can't. I'm trying to be careful of not giving away player positions. So, just wondering why the whispers are there. That's right.
That's okay.
Impact trying to hold on to this mid push coming through, but they're playing the style with the Deegs where you're just spread out trying to 1-deeg everybody. And if you don't win those duels, there's not much that happens on these kind of ecos.
They just cleared him right out. Corner by corner. They creeped up, took everybody out as they were supposed to. Didn't lose 1 man on that round. That was a perfect counter eco.
Yep.
Perfect.
And one of the things I keep worrying about for LAN guys is once they get up against, say, Quick Squad or Winter Fox.
Right.
Then I don't think they're going to have as many of those rounds where they'll survive with 5 people.
Right.
And then the questionable buys will come in.
Because the ecos will be a lot more organized and a lot more. They'll make a lot more sense. You know,
Yeah.
there'll be a lot more crossfires and early aggression, random aggression that they can work off of, or that they'll get stumped by. So we'll see.
Double boosties over the mid.
They are heavy pressuring on the mid here, which is very important on Cash, having that mid presence.
So it looks like they've
Good
doubled
counter
up.
smokes. Good counter smoke.
Yeah, still keeping the mid players. Yeah, the LAN guys just want to trade off, and oh, McGravy tries to transfer
that.
over. Not a bad trade at all by LAN Godz. He might have caught out another one. El Jacko gets caught again. That's twice now.
Perfect timing there on taking that squeaky door, Zezarus. Perfect.
Yeah. Says he's one of those. He's just a good player. I feel like he's an aggressive player. I mean, but just compared to the rest of the squad, he's the least aggressive amongst all the craziness.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So he'll have to fill like a different role with them.
Right. Which, I mean, we kind of saw it there. I mean, he was kind of waiting for his teammates to run up the mid, do some early aggression towards the A-bomb site, took the focus from the quad guy, and he put his focus onto mid, came out squeaky, took him out. It's perfect.
Yeah, excellent work. I love Shot Up saying, bots are quiet when they lose. That's kind of been what the story of Impact. It's pretty quiet whenever they don't seem to win. But I expect anytime that round is won, it'll light up again. In another eco where, yeah, we have some aggression, but they went 3-1-1. The only grouped up trade potential was the double squeaky push. Like, you have 3 other players.
And you left that entire side of the map way open. The mid wasn't contested one bit either, so you were kind of gambling too much and sending that double stack over to A.
Like, what is a guy in B gonna do solo?
Just die. We saw what happened. That's all it was gonna do.
Best case scenario, he gets one.
Maybe 1 kill, but
best
nothing.
case.
Right, 1 kill.
That's it.
That's a nice exit.
Yeah. Ready though. All right.
LAN Godz taking a 4-2.
See, they're back at it with the strange trash talk. You got an eco kill in the round.
And that was where I heard the most excitement out of him.
Oh man, this is not a good look. I mean, if that's the time, they got to work on their trash talk.
Yeah, their consistency with that is just really not working for them.
You know, I'm a big fan of good trash talk, the kind that can affect the game,
and I'm kind that makes sense.
Yeah, there is reason for it. All right, we're fooled. It starts off.
That's a great trade in mid.
Very nice. Says he had a chance, and the reboost.
4v3 in favor of Impact. Zeddy whiffing a shot on Ye there. Ye counter nade in the mid.
Didn't do anything.
No.
Bounced off. Oh, I see.
Yeah, it was a little. Zeddy going for the peek on Ye. Let's see. Let's hope he doesn't peek at them out at mid. Doesn't need to give his position away there.
God, he's thinking about it. AD.
Patience right here.
Good entry
Eminem
frag.
taking it out.
So Eminem looks like he's decided not to be the opper, but I mean, like, everybody can pretty much op on the squad.
Right. There should have been a call there. There should have been a bomb call there. I'm pretty sure the guy at the bomb was the one who made the frag. They already should be rotating towards the B bomb site. Now McGrady's left alone, and they've overrun the site.
Yeah,
Where was the call? There was definitely a communication error there. There was nothing.
Yeah, did they not believe that it?
Right.
He
saw all 3 players in mid, so really unfortunate. But it looks like they could still make it happen here. Zeddy into a 2v1. He's got full HP and a flash. He takes.
What? I don't know how that missed.
Yeah,
that was
no,
point blank.
He inflicted some damage on the guy at checkers, but he wasn't able to accurately get the guy at rail there.
These guys, I'm just.
Okay.
That's a little better.
Yeah, a little bit.
That's a little better.
Yeah. I can listen to that.
Yeah, that's okay. All right, so big one coming up though.
Yeah, the LAN Godz, they got quite an economy over here. 3 players over $8,500. That's building, and that's after buy.
Yeah, that's really good for their money.
Yeah.
I like that Rom doesn't stick around for a second one with that smoke shot up.
Very smart. Very smart.
Been ready for it.
Right. Ye about to get mollied off of here from his sandbag spot and taken out by Yaster.
How does he win that with the aim punch?
Can't tell you.
I'd lose that 100% of the time.
Let's see if. And the bomb is left alone in the mid area. Only if the CTs knew and they could just be a little more passive with their play and not rotate into nothing. Because now they're going to just rotate back, I'm assuming, and grab that bomb and just head over to the B bomb site.
I don't feel like that was intentional either. Somebody forgot, but this is like what I think is the LAN Godz. Like, what makes them dangerous is their fragging ability. They don't necessarily need the bomb to win the round. And so take another one, 5-3, and I think that's a pretty devastating loss for Impact. I mean, it's hard to even argue for a force buy here either.
Right, absolutely. It would be a very poor force buy.
Yeah.
Let's see, 4, 5. Yeah, they're gonna have to just eco it here. Let's see what they're rocking with. Got a couple diffuse kits out.
Is this a
Deagle 7?
Is this a double save or what? Because what I don't understand about this buy, like Raful has a decent amount of money. McGravy buys down to 1,100. What are you trying to do with that buy?
Too inconsistent. It's too inconsistent. I don't know if that's either miscommunication, if they're not sure who's buying what there, but...
Yeah, because it's like with your buys, you should be trying to accomplish something. Whether it be trying to get a bomb down for the next round.
You're working together here.
Yeah, so one player buys up to, like, so he can't buy the next round. One player saves so he can buy the next round.
Right.
They do get 2 kills out of it, so that's not all that bad. El Jacko and McGravy.
Right.
Last guy's up.
You can chalk it up as a semi-successful eco for the most part so far. Looks like he might be able to pick up another one here as he's coming up the mid. He takes an AK. Let's see if McGravy can catch one more.
See El Jacko get a kill so I can hear some more stuff. Nope.
There's another.
Gravy on to Ye.
Yeah. Now it is a successful one.
Yeah, but okay, maybe if he could save this weapon for the next round, then they could still get an okay buy from it. But it was so wonky that this is cash, and if your opponents are entry fragging well, you're gonna have to retake. In order to retake successfully on cash, Molotovs are like the end all be all.
Right.
I mean, isolate quad, you can isolate the headshot spot, maybe back left of the B bomb sites.
There's a lot of spots that you can really weed out with that Molotov. And
looking at this money, like, it's at the point, it's a marginal decision, but I think they will go for it.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely have what it takes to get out of this funk that they're in with these rounds. Double up setup here on the LAN Godz.
So
and
late.
Looks like we got a little bit of a misbuy happening on impact side. A little ump on the ground. Still not sure what's going on, but we'll pay attention to the LAN Godz as they're having the bomb work over to the squeaky door pretty early.
Said he's posted up.
He's waiting for it. There's someone there almost every round.
Yeah, I was
a little
just
too
gonna
consistent.
say that.
But it's not always him either. Oh, and Zeddy with the decapitation. Eminem again with the follow-up. Double op setup, proving to work out here for the LAN Godz.
They can add even more to this too. Impact,
Jeez.
yeah. That many rounds consecutively at the sandbags, like you shouldn't be doing that. And we saw the reaction from the LAN Godz. They're like, okay, they're playing a player there every round. How do we guarantee that kill? Let's walk an op out there.
Right. Let's swing that bomb early over to the squeaky door. Let's get that pick mid. Execute A on it. On A. Boom. Just like that.
So now 7-3 Impact.
Letting this one get away a little bit. They got to bring it back. I don't know what they're doing. They're not doing too well with their economy, personally, with these buys.
Yeah, I agree. And whereas the LAN Godz, I mean,
haven't really seen too many flaws out of them right now. They've been doing really good work these past 4 rounds.
They have that play style though, where it's like you can look like a really bad team against them just because you have to have the aim to be able to withstand the entry fragging.
I hear you.
To even be able to play the strat game, really. Single save though for Impact. I guess that's a little silver lining. But look at this LAN Godz money. That's like 2-3 rounds of terrorist buys. Maybe not if they double op, but it's getting a little out of control here for.
We got 4 pistols and a M4 for the CTs, and early nade damage from the LAN Godz.
Wow.
And that's it. Double naded, perfectly executed there.
Clean nade. At least
they removed the early boost for the LAN Godz, so they could get positioning on that.
Rom
There's a one dig.
secrets. Nicely done there by Rom. Zeddy, he's not ready for the player down below him though. Jaden spamming away. Will collect that AWP.
Good patience there on his aim.
Problem is, it's already the A bomb site for the LAN Godz.
Wide open.
Do you save these weapons? It's marginal.
That's awesome. Yeah, absolutely.
Now
that they got the counter smokes, with the counter smokes, it's going to be tough for them to make any leeway up that mid ramp, unless they just go right through it, do a little boost action. I see it happening.
Well, they got one flash.
Yeah.
See, it's getting to the point where they've waited too long in this spot, though.
It's too pokey. They're poking around.
Now they've lost one of their weapons. Now I'm just... what are you doing? You're not going for exits here.
Yeah, they're still kind of in between. They're not really showing us what they're doing. It doesn't look like they're aggressing. It doesn't look like they're falling back.
Yeah, it's always alarming when it's hard to clearly see the plan when we can see everything.
Right, when we're yeah, exactly. But if we're able to see that, we know that clearly something's going on. And Eminem taking out Ye, and he is not able to save the op that he worked so hard to do.
That sucks. And the way the LAN Godz is approaching it, they're stretching those ops around, and
They really are.
it's always good to have an op to contend that, because it's not like when you know your opponents are double opping on the T side, it's so worrisome to hold an angle that can be peaked from, say, something like mid or boost.
Yep.
Spamming away through mid.
Trading
Couple,
nades over here at the middle. McGravy with an early pick. Rafool follows one up.
And that's why you need an op, because it was, one player gets traded out, but McGravy, he wins the opening duel.
Right.
That at least shuts that down.
Exactly.
Much
Gotta go
harder to
piece
do with
by
a
piece.
rifle.
4v3. Decent utility over here for LAN Godz.
Again.
Great shot. But he took some damage as well, so it's still decently even around here. 3v3.
And forklift player goes down. That's Ye.
Jacko
So
swinging around.
Impact, this is their best shot. They can't blow this one if they want to have a chance here, and it's going to be Zeddy. Peeks a bit wide. He knew he had to make a move. He knew the CTs were creeping up on him, and that's just a hard spot to be in if,
He just
if
got
you're an
full-on
opper.
sandwiched. Full-on sandwiched. There was nothing he could really do there, and he just decided to take an angle, and it was covered.
Oh, yeah. You got peek wide with the op in that scenario, or that, because once you allow the two players to get close to you, there's no way you're going to get both without getting traded.
Right.
So this
Nothing's
is a
changed
must-win.
here. Nothing's changed here. We got double up setup again. Oh, double up setup for both teams. It's a 2-up versus 2-up. Let's see how they handle it.
And I think that's a benefit for Impact to have those two ops. I mean, Rom hasn't had one in his hand in a decent amount of time, but with how the LAN Godz have been opening up for their picks, I mean, it's good to have an op posted up on, you know, say the A or B side opper ready for Eminem's peak, like in the sunshine.
Right.
We'll switch up by the LAN Godz, where they want to storm their way over the top, and they run right through the mid
trades,
setup.
though, by Jacko.
Yeah, he's been huge here. Zeddy eventually does trade off. But
2v2. It's the op battle, as I said. 2v2 ops.
wow.
Let's see if we'll keep it. It's interesting. Let's see where
And
they're gonna head here. They're probably gonna just try to.
I guess
Lot of time, though.
you're
Lot
forced
of
to play
time.
1-1 here with the ops, because you can't retake with two ops like
well,
that.
I mean, you can.
You
but
can try.
It's quite challenging.
So where are
So
they
it
going
looks
to
like
go?
they're gonna head over to the mid area and just try to trade a kill or get something. When they take him out. Wow. They're just gonna swing it over quick to B if they remember that Rom Secrets is over at the A bomb site. Looks like they got a smoke. Smoking off CT. This is perfect. They this round's on a platter for the LAN Godz.
And it's a must-win for Rom Secrets, too, because this would just devastate Impact's economy. And I mean, for the rest of the half, pretty much, they're not going to have a solid buy to come out. Does have a lot of utility to work with off of it, though. So how does he use this smoke? Zeddy is already posted up for him. Going to take a shot. How does he isolate, though? He's got to be worried about the player from checkers.
left and right.
That's
He's
the
going
first
left and
step.
right.
He's made it past Eminem. And is he going to stick it? There's an opera on board. No chance. That was way too early.
Zeddy from above. He says, I don't think so.
The confetti.
Right?
And look at that. The economy, that's just a wrap. Like,
Devastation.
What can you do from this
it's
economic spot?
really hard to say any good things right now for Impact on this CT half or what's left of it.
Yeah.
So hopefully they can string something together with this eco. They need to really make something happen here in order for them to have any chance at winning.
El Jacko peeks out, dropped.
Unnecessary kill right there. It's a waste.
It's another one. Like, what's the plan here on the eco?
Right.
Like, is there one? Right. Is everybody
If you
just
think a player, now what? I mean, there's no one there to help you with that.
Yeah, and that's a big thing on ecos, because it's first of all, it's hard to do damage, and then
Right.
it's
Have a pistol.
that's why you need at least like 2 players there. Like, otherwise you rely on the 5-7s
Right.
and
Shooting at
Deagles.
different angles or at least just at the same time. Yeah, and again, with them not losing any players that round,
Yeah.
they're golden. They are golden.
And the problem for Impact here, too, is like they devastated their economy so much that no matter what the safe scenario is, they're still not going to have good utility, a good buy to come out. I mean, no incendiaries on board.
Right.
So LAN Godz.
They're going to be able to just do early aggress, you know, anywhere they would like. You know, they
Yeah.
can peek out early. They don't care. They know a Molotov's not going to be there. Well, they can't assume exactly that, but they know they're broken. Very broken. So they're just going to take over again and peek in that sandbag area. Nades
Every
out.
time.
Jacko makes him pay, but he's getting Molotov'd out. Nope, he's not taking any damage up there, so he'll stick it.
Oh, he
Peeks
eventually
anyway and
does.
takes damage from the Molotov just to be easily killed by Yaster.
And Molly's so weird when it creeps about.
Right. You never know where it's coming.
And it's like the slight variance on the incendiary being thrown to that spot.
Yeah, right.
I do like the position of Rom though. If LAN Godz have intent
If
on...
he can hold if he can hold it here, you just gotta sit tight, and get ready. El Jacko, great pickup there. 3v3.
Here he comes.
Nearly full utility on LAN Godz.
So hard to...
Bomb down.
And
That's
there
two
it
for
is.
Rom. There it is. That's a very important round. I think it's very important. 10-5, not a terrible half, but Impact definitely could have made it a little more interesting.
Yeah.
They need better communication. The buys were a little off. Let's hope they can get it together here on their T side.
Yeah, I think it's more impactful for a team like them to win the final round of the half too, just because every round they win, it's like, yeah, we're winning.
Right.
We're
so,
up
I
like
mean,
10-1.
So when they win this last one, they get that spark back maybe a little bit. You know, a little confidence in there.
I feel like it helped them more than other teams that say, I guess, would have more composure. I think that's a wrong
No, I know
word.
what you mean. They really lean hard on that factor of winning rounds and celebrating what they can get.
It looks like they're setting up for a hard execute onto A with their
Right.
positions, but they only have armor pistol.
Right, and with the CTs, with the long-range USPs, they're just gonna get smoked if they don't have any. It depends on the. Yeah, they don't have any nades either. They're going in there cut dry. This is gonna be deadly. I'd have to assume.
Yeah, I don't like the CT setup for this kind of strat. I mean, it's a good
Picked up
setup.
with the Z in there. See, that's the flaw of having the CZ. It takes forever to get out, so you better keep it out when you have it.
Yeah.
Impact,
I
making
mean-
it happen here on the T side. This is what we wanted to see. But
And
now
then
they
them?
need to stop doing unnecessary peeks. They have those close range pistols against the long range.
Here we go. Shot up, coming into sight. The double up at the quad though. Now it's just on to Eminem. He knows one more player's there, tapping away. 37
Wrong
left.
sequence, there you go.
All right. Now I guess we got a game on our hands.
There
It's
we go. That's what we wanna see.
Dependent on whether or not LAN Godz goes for the 4 spot here. I would really like them just to buy upgraded pistols and no armor. Save up for those ops.
Sure. Yeah. Because yeah, like we were saying earlier last half, they're so important on this map.
Oh yeah.
Definitely very important.
All right. The
We got
introllable
two
Zeddy.
50s and a dig.
Yeah, always rocking that dig
Gonna do
about.
some very hard aggression on the A bomb site here from the CTs.
This
Taking
is
over
what
some
I
spooky
like to
area
see.
and main. Shot up with the frag. Another frag by Eminem there with the pistols, and there's 3 pistol frags out there from LAN Godz. Rom Secrets answers. And 4, and they're down to 1 player, 3v1.
That's
Wow.
why you engage together.
Yeah, that was just poor play.
Because say they went 1-1, one aim in, one into sneaky, like you probably lose both those duels. But the moment 2 people are peeking you with pistols,
Right, and
then,
they're running at you. They're holding W.
Yeah, I guess you can't account for Ye just straight up pushing B with a deagle and one deagle the guy out.
Right.
So that
was
helps
just
too.
great. That just worked in their favor. But
I mean, do you buy back at him here?
let's see what they decide to do. Nope, they're saving.
2 rounds lost bonus. This is too big of a buy for them. Like if they're planning on buying the next round, they've just made a mistake.
Right. And there's going to be some early aggression from CTs, and there's an early pickup. Jacko goes down.
And he might even get another one. No,
Rafu.
we will trade
Well
out.
played there.
Zeddy, I don't think he's
Ready
going to
for
be able to
this.
fall back. And spamming
Doesn't
away.
need
This is great for his ops. There's so much money being made here.
to. Great hold by Zeddy.
I said we had a game on our hands, but then they just lose the round right after.
Yeah, they
pistol.
really gave us a lot of good hope there with opening up with a win on the pistol round, but they decided to let us down a little bit.
And I know I always harp about the buying situation, but it's just such a critical aspect to the game that people have seemed to just forget about.
Right.
Like, why would you buy a P250 if the next round you're going to have 3,400? You're up against M4s. You always need that head armor.
Right.
And what kind of utility do you have for an execute? You're playing against a team in LAN Godz who are just nutty with shot across the board. Now they don't have any utility. What's that going to force them to do?
Right.
Like, just straight up take the fights. And
Yeah, of course.
I think they lose those.
Yeah, they've proved their aim all game, so I mean, they got to know that that's important to do.
But I guess if you're a pug too, you can't really rely on your executes. It's hard.
I guess I know it definitely is. It definitely is hard, but and this is still early, I guess. But they gotta get it together. Gotta keep the comms up. I don't know what's going on. They're letting it slip away. 6 rounds now. 12-6. So we got a pause coming in. Educate yourself. Hey now.
He's just good. That was some good stuff by Shot Up. You know, I get that 8 out of 10.
Keep getting under the skin there. Getting under the skin.
So is LAN
Looks like we're gonna,
Godz?
yeah, it looks like we're gonna have a bye coming out of here in the next round, and we have blacked out anything that man says. You have been banned from the chat, sir.
So are they going to keep these SMGs? Like the only reason I'm worried about it is if they want to bring ops out the next time. It's like it's more math that you can really think about. I mean, they have a pause here, so they can take all the time in the world to think about it. But 2 players, 1,500, 1,200, 2 SMGs on board. I think it's more worth it to just go for the ops and go for the win out right here instead of potentially being put in a wonky buy situation where they've already shown they make weird choices.
And they know they're strong with the op in hand. So, I mean, you know what? Just upgrade to that op and hold it down.
I wouldn't mind them running 3 ops, really. Just with this squad.
Their shots are on.
So, I mean, with the amount of MM1 going on here, is this a tactical pause?
You guys can just kind of get a feel for the attitudes of the teams here, their personalities.
Right. The
Winter Fox
Winter Fox has to come and be all professional.
Right. They don't say a word, just sit down and shoot your face off.
So they are going to keep him. Shot up in Zeddy. I mean, they could potentially make some money with this, but I feel like this kind of round, I mean, their buy next round isn't going to be that great either, so I feel like they're giving them 2 easier rounds rather than 1 really difficult round with the full ops and such.
Right. Let's see if Shadow can catch him by surprise here. Oh, and Ye is definitely checking that spot. He played it on CT half, so he knows how it goes in the mid. He's ready for it.
It's a big opening for Impact. I mean, it is only an SMG down.
It's important. It's a player down. It's a player down at that point.
Yeah, I guess he's trying to make up for like lack of an M4 by just aggressing with the SMG, hoping to find somebody under the boost unawares.
Right.
It's surprising to me that Zelangos is not going for any aggression to bring this round back. Okay,
yeah, they're playing very careful, but yeah. It's still a pretty passive angle, though, to be holding. Like, if he's peeking it quick and from Z, so...
Okay, there's the play being made. We got our 0 man. So the smoke up, but it's going to be towards B very soon here. It's Eminem over there. Doesn't have his op. It's so weird to see Eminem without an op, I got to say.
That's true, yeah. It's a little foreign to us to see him with an M4 in hand. See if he can put that to good use, because it's going to be a challenge right now. He tosses out a counter smoke and a counter molly.
Wait, they're not committing?
No, that halted the rush. They swing it back.
Oh no, Zelangods know this. They're ready. But says he just begins to rotate.
He's not ready.
I think he got it through the wall. Jaden found out by Sezi. Oh, now Sezi peeks out from the fork. Zeddy first on the scene. Rotate is pretty far away.
2 for the round.
He might do it all himself though. El Jacko does get the bomb down. Good pop flash over though. Well, they don't go off the flash at all. But Eminem creeping around here will spot out McGravy, but McGravy wins that duel. Heads up, El Jacko onto Seti.
Great trading there. Great trading at the end.
Did you see me look for a keyboard right here?
Yeah,
I'm trying to bring up the tab.
Keyboard. Invisible keyboard.
So now this next round, look at the buy that's going to come out.
Right. I mean, it's been expensive though for the CTs. I mean, they don't have too much money. They didn't really build too much economy there.
They do get a full buyout, so I guess my math was just a bit off. I think some of that came from the SMG kills, but we don't see the full utility up.
Yeah, not the full experience.
No op for Impact this round, though.
Right. And the T's are really just spreading out here, working the map, trying to just rile up the CT's defense and see if they can get an early entry. Getting some early intel.
We do have a little aggression towards the A side. Well, actually, a lot of aggression. He's still posted up by A main. He's going to get challenged in a moment here by Rom Secrets, but elsewhere on the map, all the land gods this round. 2 frags given up by Impact before they've even really opened up with their strategy.
That hurts.
The good pop flash. Sezi freebie, the only player left. El Jacko inside of A main. He's so white that he's just spamming away into the wall. And the triple peek by the land gods. This is the land gods that I expect. Like 5v1, they're just going to disrespect. But now it looks like they've. Nope, Ye's not done.
Just like that, 13-7 to land gods. And they knew that it's going to take Impact like a long time to execute a strat, and they just disrupted all of that happening with their early aggression, and they got the picks, and it paid off for them.
Oh god, look at the economy. That's probably the game. This is a spot where I'm from the old school. Like, I prefer saves up for like the ops and like full gun rounds, but in this situation, pistols are so powerful. Do you really think you're going to win 8 rounds in a row, even if you start off with a full gun round? It's like a marginal spot where there's no real right or wrong answer, but my god.
Just a slaughter happening for the land gods here.
That's a clean.
And that's a clean round. Perfect.
Perfection. And have they done a B rush yet? It's just good work of the nades, I suppose, by Zelang gods.
Right. A lot of good counter smokes. They're keeping them steady. all they're doing, I mean, Impact is just forced to kind of sit and wait back. They're not getting that early aggression and the early peaks to set the CTs off kilter, because the LAN Godz have been on point with all of their nades, all their smokes. Everything has just been keeping them back and not letting them execute their strat.
Here's some of those plays. One of them shot up. Can't quite go all the way over, but it says he has solo aggression into the squeaky area. It seems might have been inside of A main. Couldn't quite catch it. Okay, it was squeaky, but ooh, look at this. This is pretty sneaky.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna expect this. He's gonna get a nice frag, just like that. Evens the score, 4-4. Closes the door behind him. Nice little pop flash out of there. Move himself over into the site to get a better angle at the crew coming out of A main.
Is this going to slow Impact down? They wanted to punish Zeddy on the retreat.
Right, but they're not too sure now. There's been too much time that went by. They probably know that another CT is almost getting a little too close, and they're right, because they have 3 in position ready to stop this push.
Looks like Shot Up will be the first to engage the boost coming over for Impact. Ooh, he's going to peek it very wide. Where's the trade out from Impact?
He's confident. He's just going to keep peeking.
That's the LAN Godz in a nutshell. Shot Up. Did he have to peek in that situation? No, he had Zeddy at his back, but that wide, you're committed. You're not falling back from that situation.
Very, very risky, but it paid off for him this time. Shot Up taking up the last kill here. 15-7 in favor of the LAN Godz. 24 kills here for Yaster.
Per usual.
Yeah.
But I gotta say, the LAN Godz look, maybe it's just because of the trash talk by Impact, but they look a little more reserved than I'd say usual.
Yeah, I mean, now that they have a pretty commanding lead, you could say, they're actually being
this guy
being PG about it.
What difficulty did we set the bots to? Oh, Shot Up. Works for Lounge and everything. What a representative.
Right.
Impact. This is gonna be an A execute based upon their utility, and
they have the utility for it, but they just don't have the firepower.
Why did they wait this late to
kind of bust this kind of thing out?
Yeah.
At 15-7? I'm not sure.
That's what I don't
get. They have the counter smoke for it, but
I mean, this is the type of strat. Let's see if they can hold it first before I go off on it. Yeah, the rotates there, Shot Up, assists his teammate at the quad. That's a difficult crossfire to deal with, and that's why it's such a neat little counter smoke you can throw from the CT side, because it just ruins the potential to trade off from the Ts. And yeah, it's so weird to wait that long to bust out a strat like that.
Right, we needed to see that a little earlier. I mean, and that'll do it. 16-7. Not in favor of Impact. Impact needed to really step it up there, and it just didn't happen. We had faith. They gave us some faith early in the second half, and they just couldn't follow up with it. They won the pistol. They set themselves up perfectly, and then they just couldn't make it happen.
And that's back-to-back L's, I do believe, too.
It is. So sayonara.
Yeah, I think that's all they could do.
That'll do.
At least they got a whole bunch of trash talk with it. But I gotta say, it's so weird to wait that late to bust out that kind of A strat, because by running that kind of A strat early on, say it works, you open up so much of the rest of the map, because now that it's been shown to work, the other team has to compensate for it. So to try a set play like that late,
it was pretty weird to me. I don't even know why they would even try that with that broke by with the force.
Well, I mean, they got to try something, I guess, at that point.
Right.
Check out new mouse, though. Nice and pretty here. The Rival 700. Have you gotten a chance to use this thing yet?
I have not.
Can we take it out?
I mean, I wish we could.
I got to ask Eric.
Plug it in.
Take it out of the box. Give it a little demo.
Feel.
But the neat part about it, I mean, it's got like a little LED thing on the side that gives you all sorts of information.
Meter or whatever kind of information you need to have on your mouse while you're playing your game.
Yeah, I mean, in-game info. God, I wonder how you can sync that up, like what all you can get from it.
I want to know the different games that it's actually useful for.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm sure there is. I mean, it's on there for a reason.
Also, don't forget, I mean, with all the SteelSeries products, we got 20% off.
Using the coupon code?
Yeah, I don't know the coupon code.
Mad City GG?
Mad City GG.
All caps. Mad City GG. 20% off?
And it's pretty much store-wide with a few exceptions. I think they're not doing controllers and everything.
Gotcha.
Due to a situation last time.
A little limited, but not too bad. Still enough out there for you can get a good deal on.
Yeah. So we will be back pretty soon here. I'm not sure who we're going to get up next. I'd like to keep casting as a LAN Godz if at all possible. And I'm wondering how they're going to stack up against the Comeback Kids who... what's the other team in the group? Do we know? Probably doesn't matter. It's just LAN Godz. But,
yeah.
Bagoli.
That's right. And they actually just won. They actually ended up winning their cash match. So good for them. Clutch is back at it, and so is Wizzy. They're coming back. with
They
a vengeance.
did they rebuy in too?
They rebought in.
Okay, so we have 2 total teams that rebought in due to
Yeah.
no shows, which
Right.
I find
I think that's awesome.
that's
I think
super
that is
cool.
excellent, dude. Because then we're not missing out.
I've never got that chance ever.
Yeah.
To rebuy, and
I've never
might
seen
have.
that in my no.